He's a YouTube sensation. He has the biggest fight of 2021 coming up against the pound-for-pound GOAT, Floyd Mayweather. His name's Logan Paul, and I'm giving him chicken and waffles on this week's Food Truck Diaries. All right, my man. Enjoying the coffee, the Java. Dude, how crazy is this? How crazy is this that you're here? We're boys, but the reason you're on the show is because we're talking about Logan Paul, yourself, versus Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, hearing that out loud
is
fucking weird, dude. It's fucking weird. Let's be honest. It makes no fucking sense. I think it's the perfect summation of what is 2020.
Agree.
Just a weird ass year. Nothing is making any sense, but we're fucking here and we're gonna do the best we can.
Yeah, I'm super excited for it. Proud of you. You know this.
Thanks, man.
You look in shape, dude.
You said I look skinny. You said I look skinny in there.
You look thin.
Thin?
You look like,
you know why?
You look shredded.
I shaved my face.
That makes sense.
My beard gives me some volume in my face.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. I got a pretty good physique right now.
Yeah.
We haven't even entered camp yet, and I feel thick. Like I feel like here, like feel my arm.
Yeah, not mad at it, Doug.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're like Wolverine.
Yeah, like a cable,
Yeah,
like a steel cable. But yeah, I feel good, healthy.
You look healthy. Let's start here. How in the hell did this come about? Like where do you even start? You know what I'm saying?
None of this is comprehensible. This makes no fucking sense. My manager 6 months ago comes up to me. He says, "Logan, would you fight Floyd Mayweather?"
And we like, I mean, I guess.
I go, yes, I would, but why are you asking me that? Like, go do something else. This makes no sense. How is that even going to be a thing ever? I think a month later, he approached me with a contract. He said, if you sign here, you're going to be fighting Floyd Mayweather. I said, sure, Jeff, I'll sign your fantasy contract. But like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Why would this ever happen? And I signed it, and then after just months and months of going back and forth, figuring out dates, we had 3 different dates. And how to announce it and just like the strategy behind it, it finally came to fruition. And this event that supersedes everything I've ever done in my life finally solidified. And,
Nuts.
Yeah.
And I think, did this help push it? Because the Tyson Roy card, which is kind of this lane that's outside of traditional boxing, was kind of the talk of the town, talk of the world, really.
Yeah.
And then your brother was the co-main event on that. And I tweeted out during that entire card, because I was a little critical of that card. And when your brother knocked out Nate Robinson, I was like, boxing heads are going to be upset when they realize Jake Paul's the most exciting dude on this card, by far.
Yeah, we're good at upsetting people.
Yes.
We're really good
That's
at
what you guys do.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
But I think your brother doing that and the success of that card, Floyd is probably watching, because Floyd can do anything.
Yeah.
He can do what he wants.
Yeah.
So I think the success of that, he's kind of like, yeah, let's get this going, man.
Sure.
Because then your news came shortly after that.
Very shortly after. There was a joke online.
What is it?
I feel bad. Jake got to, it was a joke that went like, Jake finally got out of his brother's shadow for 7 days.
Literally I'd say 4 days.
It was, I feel so bad. Because, dude, he did this great.
You one up your brother.
Yeah, and how is that possible? Because he just had the most spectacular knockout on like the biggest global stage.
Insane.
And 4 days later, his brother announces he's fighting the greatest boxer of all time.
Type move, though.
I felt bad.
1 point for the big bro.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is the narrative now. I was watching Shannon Sharp and Charlemagne and all these guys are like, oh, now we can get the Paul brothers back.
For the
We can get
culture.
them back for the culture.
They want me to
how's
get
this a
fucked
race
up.
thing?
I don't know.
And it became, it's like athletes versus you guys, right? It's like Nate Robinson was an athlete who represented the pros. And obviously Floyd Mayweather, like, he's gonna get us back for it.
Bro, I've been saying this.
Isn't that a weird narrative?
The moment I hate it. First off, I hate it. And Jake even snapped. He was doing a Vice interview, and did you see it?
Do not get me started on that.
It upset me.
It upset me because they wouldn't do that to anybody else.
Anyone.
So what Logan's referring to is Jake did an interview with Jamel Hill. I forget the other girl's name.
Yep.
And they go, "Is it racist that you knocked out Nate Robinson?" Which is insane to begin with.
I found it wildly inappropriate.
They would never do that to anybody else but you guys.
It just like perpetuates this gap that I mean, personally, I've been working to try to like diminish it, and I'm not gonna do it alone. But just like this, the fact that even became part of the conversation, and my brother snapped, and I told him I was proud of him. He's like, "Yo, that's a stupid fucking question."
Yeah, when that's a stupid question. He goes, "Why is it stupid?" He's like, "I'm not gonna answer that. Quit asking."
It's a sport. It's a sport. Like I couldn't tell if she was being serious, but then her co-host like tripled down.
And then on Breakfast Club, I'm a big fan of Charlamagne. I was listening to it this morning when I was riding my bike, and a caller brought it up, and Charlamagne's like, "No, it's context. Like, play the whole clip." I listened to the whole clip. I'm like, "Yeah, it's worse." Like, now they're saying, "Oh, we were joking." It's like there's no joking in there.
No, I was surprised Vice let that fly. I don't know.
They need ratings. That's all that. That's all that is. But they would. My point is, they would never do that to anybody else but your brother and you.
Well, Doug, if there's anyone,
go ahead.
we just give good clickbait. Like you want a headline, you want someone to cancel. Like in general, you could probably point your finger at us and get something.
But I think it's strange too that the mainstream media, which you guys don't need, you have your own hype machine, you have your own media machine, but the mainstream media really doesn't know what to do with you guys. Like they don't. I don't think they know how to react to it. You know, like they really don't know. Like on ESPN, it was like Floyd Mayweather fighting YouTuber Logan Paul, and like they're not familiar with it.
Because we're in like a bit of a limbo stage where
to the old heads.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like we're new. We definitely have a presence here, but not quite established in traditional media. But that narrative of just being the YouTuber is like slowly fading. I think the more and more leaps and bounds Jake and I make, whether it's in boxing, whether it's in film, music, whatever the fuck it is, just culture in general, I think that stigma of us being like these internet kids is slowly going to disappear.
This is why I give you and your brother credit, because what people don't realize is you guys could do anything you want. You guys, with your following, you could film you playing the best checkers player in the world, and it would get downloads, get views. You guys can make money off it. Why boxing, dude? This is a tough gig.
I know, and
it's the toughest gig.
I envy you, and I talk to you about this because you got out of combat sports.
Yes.
I say it all the time. I've unfortunately, for me and my health, fallen in love with the sport.
Yep.
Like I'm really excited to wake up in the morning and beat the shit out of someone trying to beat the shit out of me. Like I don't know why it's like it's exciting. It's this super primal form of combat that just like wakes me up on a really deep level that I haven't been this excited to do anything in a very long time. And now especially seeing like the success and the validation and just everything and the excitement that comes around with it, dude. We're modern day gladiators, or slowly becoming it anyways, and that's the coolest fucking thing in the world to me.
Yeah, I love it, but I do. I love it, but literally, this is my point to you, because if I'm your dad, if I'm your manager, I'm like, dude, we don't have to do this. We can go make this movie over here.
Okay, but check it.
You could do a surf competition.
Why though? For health reasons, I presume.
Health reasons, and it's just a tough go, dude.
What does that mean?
It's a tough fucking go.
Tough on your health, right?
On your health, and just in general, that form of profession is a monster, man.
I hear you, right? And
you know what I'm saying?
You would know, the only thing that I consider is honestly my health.
Yes.
Like the
in regards to CT.
Yeah. Like
at least you started later.
Yeah, true.
Huge.
Because my brain has developed.
I
agree. But man, the hard work that comes along with it, the media, the bad press, the good press, the attention, whatever, I can stomach all of it. I really can. Honestly, the only thing that I'm like, okay, like arm's length relationship in a sense, and I got to be careful, and I got to be smart with what my lifespan looks like in this career. Is just my health, man. I don't want to come back on this show in 5 years and have a list when I talk to you.
Yeah,
but you did it. You did it for how long? Like how long do I have?
I was in the UFC for like 7 years.
Okay, I'm
before that.
I'm at 3.
Yeah, and played football before that.
Okay, so you're fucked.
Yeah, I'm fucked. Yeah, when you come back in 5 years, I won't remember you. So, I don't know,
Jake
dude.
Paul, welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, here we are, man.
Yeah.
But my point is, though, it's like, was boxing always in your blood? Like, because for you and your brother to choose to do this when you already have success elsewhere is just, it's brave, and I dig it, but why boxing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I think that competitive nature, that is something I've always had in me. Like I wrestled growing up, and I was obsessed with it. And then, like I said, to me, there's nothing more exciting than two men going at each other to see who is the better man.
Agree. It's the best sport in the world.
Dude, it's the best. Yeah. And it's so exciting to be the one in the ring trying to prove that you're the better man. Like I don't know. There's nothing around it. Jake and I, there's nothing like it. Jake and I, our whole lives have been fighting to just be the best we possibly can and entertain the most people we possibly can. And this sport lends itself so well to all of that. And it's like the perfect medium for us. Part of the thing Jake and I are good at is adapting and then conquering, like, because we're willing to put in the work. At the end of the day, how many celebrities, influencers, personalities are willing to wake up and train 4 hours a day, get hit in the fucking head, and then do it again every single day for 3 months in a training camp, fight a man, risk getting turned into a fucking meme like Nate Robinson? Like,
there's gonna be a lot less after what your brother did to Nate Robinson. I think it helped the culture. I think it helped because I think
Nate kind of like.
First of all, let's go through. Nate's a 3-time NBA dunk champion, beast of an athlete, fucking stud. And I think a lot of celebrities going into that were like, I know a lot of personal friends were like, dude, I'm thinking about doing. I'm like, yeah, cool. Then your brother because when Nate signed up to that fight, I bet he asked his manager, goes, what's the worst that can happen? His manager goes, I don't know, you get knocked out.
You never asked that question.
You know what I'm saying? But like, no one thought that.
What's the worst that could happen?
So I think your brother doing that to him, I think a lot of celebrities and YouTubers who were down to do it are like, I'm good. Check, please.
I saw Jake knock out Nate Robinson. I bet $100,000 on it, by the way. Like, I knew what was going to happen. Yeah. And you know.
Yeah.
It's fucking boxing. I don't care how good of an athlete you are.
No,
if you have 3 to 4 months to train against a guy who's been training for 3 years, and Jake's not a scrub, dude. Like, you got a pissed off, angsty young man who wants to prove himself to the world, and moreover, is willing to put in the work to do so.
It's trouble.
It's gonna be problematic for the athlete. And so the moment he knocked out Nate Robinson, I had this like come to Jesus moment where I was like, yo, this is a business model that could support Jake and I for the rest of our lives, should we choose to do so. Just athletes who think they're the ones.
Yes.
You're different. I'm different because I'm a hockey player. I'm different because I'm a retired football wide receiver. Like whatever it is.
Doesn't work that way.
No, you're gonna get fucked up.
We'll get into that. Let me feed you, and you're shredded right now. And after you eat this, you're probably gonna be a little less shredded.
No problem.
That's why I'm thick.
Training camp starts in 2 weeks.
Oh, perfect. Let me feed you, and then we get back to it. What's up, boss?
How y'all doing?
How you doing?
Good to see you again.
Yeah. What do you recommend?
And I mean, we're wings and waffles, so the chicken waffles, you can't go wrong.
I might do the tenders and waffles.
Absolutely.
The waffle chicken sandwich for sure.
Type move.
Perfect. Did y'all want those original or buffalo?
Buffalo.
I'll go buffalo too, yeah.
Let's go crazy. Yeah, let's fuck it up.
Thank you, sir. All right, thank you guys.
All the celebrities come here?
I guess so.
Why the fuck am I here?
So speaking of the business plan and longevity, your brother's career and your career, don't you think as far as matchup wise, I guess your manager helps with that? Because, your brother beats Nate Robinson. I think there's gonna be a number of former athletes who are gonna want to play the game and get paid and do stuff like that. But at what point does it get kind of dicey? You know what I'm saying?
Like actually dangerous?
Because your brother's talking about Conor McGregor.
Dog, I'm fighting Floyd Mayweather.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean? We're here. It's dicey.
It's dicey.
It's dicey, dude.
It's super dicey.
It's fucking dicey.
I know, but as far as longevity goes, but the Floyd's a little different, and we'll get to that. Floyd and you is different than your brother and Conor. It's different.
Yeah, I agree.
Completely different.
I agree.
But your brother fighting Dylan Dennis that he's mentioned.
That's not dicey. I think Jake's gonna fuck Dylan up.
See, that's not dicey. But if your brother wanted to fight, like, I don't know, Francis Ngannou or some shit, it's
that's dicey.
How far? It's super dicey.
You don't take the dicey
no,
fights.
You don't. Yeah.
So here's the rule, right? In general, if you've been boxing your whole life and you want to box Jake and I on a prize fight and get your name out there, like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, my rule is gonna be this: if you're a boxer and you want to be on a title card with me, we're gonna go into the octagon. And you're gonna have to do MMA with me.
Because you can wrestle.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're a celebrity, we can box. But you just don't take the super dicey fights. And I say that ironically, fighting the best boxer on the planet and shit.
Different. We'll get to that.
Okay.
But I'm saying that's
Tell me
different.
why.
So your brother versus Conor, I see that, I flinch. I flinch because Conor isn't a guy who's retired, not past his prime. You're talking about one of the most vicious KO artists, one of the best strikers, probably the best striker besides Israel Stylebender that we have to offer.
Yeah.
And he's still a younger dude.
I know.
And
he's also similar in size to Jake. Jake's a little smaller than me, and Conor's bigger than Floyd, right? I'm bigger than Jake, and Floyd's smaller than Conor. There's a full 50-pound gap between us.
So as far as longevity goes, it's like that wouldn't be the best path to take for your brother. For you and Floyd, it's different because Floyd is 43, I think?
Yeah, 43.
43 years old, retired, defensive boxer. You're going to be the bigger guy.
Yeah.
If it goes as these boxing experts think and you were to lose, it's not the end of the world. I'm not saying you're going to lose. I'm not saying any of this, but I'm saying it's not the end of the world. We can still sign other fights. You know what I'm saying? But if your brother gets flatlined by Conor, it's going to be a tough sell down the road.
Jake said this on my podcast, and I think a lot of people are missing this. As dumb as we make Jake Paul out to be, he's fucking not. And he said on my podcast that in 36 months, 3 years, he'll be ready to fight McGregor. Like that's his timeline.
That makes me feel better.
That's his timeline.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's fully aware of the caliber of athlete that.
Oh, I thought you wanted to fight him now.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sure if money
it.
was on the table, he would do it.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I both know that wouldn't be super smart.
No.
But
just as far as longevity, now as far as making money, that makes sense.
We're fucking unreasonable people. Nothing we do makes sense. If in January or last year I said on my podcast, dude, I'm fighting Floyd Mayweather.
If you said it,
you'd laugh at me.
I wouldn't. Not
Bullshit.
if you said it. I promise I wouldn't.
Really?
No. If you said that,
they
I'd be
would.
Like, all right.
They would. Everyone
He's
would
a fight
laugh.
fan, they're fight
It's
fans.
unreasonable. It makes no fucking sense. And like, I still laugh. It's happening. I'm like,
oh, she's
it's
still laughing. Yes.
Bro, we're unfucking reasonable. Everything we do is unreasonable
You're
until
dreamers.
it's fucking
You're dreamers.
reasonable.
Yeah,
until
you're
it
dreamers.
actually happens.
Yeah.
And most of it has. So like, we'll keep saying shit. We'll keep prodding the media. They'll keep taking their digs at us and trying to discredit us or invalidate the shit we do until it fucking happens.
Yeah, they don't matter. And it's weird too because the space you guys are from, or even from my perspective with comics and stuff, I know comics who crush ticket sales wise, their podcasts, their merch, they're millionaires.
Yeah.
But they always want this validation from the mainstream. They want to go, oh, dude, I'm doing a show, I'm pitching it to this network. I'm like, fuck that network, dude. You don't need their validation. I feel like you guys are kind of similar in that respect, where this validation from whoever it is you guys are looking to get validated. I'm not saying you are, but there seems like there's this weird want to get validated from these old boxing heads, and that's never gonna happen.
We don't give a fuck.
No, who gives a fuck?
We don't give a fuck, dude. I go online, and rightfully so, I get it. Everyone, you're gonna get your fucking ass beat, you're gonna die in the ring, Floyd's gonna kick your, whatever the fuck it is. I'm like, the motto for this fight is fuck everyone. Like, and I say that from the deepest part of my heart. Like, fuck everyone. I don't really care what everyone thinks is going to happen in this fight. I know what I believe, and it does not require or rely on the belief of others.
You wouldn't be in this position if you were taking comments to heart and listening to the critics. You wouldn't be here, man.
No,
any facet.
Absolutely not.
You sure as fuck wouldn't be on my show, and I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think we both have that in common. But the other thing is, when you think about Floyd Mayweather, your head's where? Like when you that fight February 20th, where are you at with things? Obviously, you think you're gonna win.
What you mean?
Like, you're fighting arguably the greatest fighter to ever do it, greatest boxer to ever do it.
Yeah.
Defensive boxer, smaller boxer, older.
Yeah.
So when you got the call to do it, and you posted that, which I think made you look human. I thought that was a great thing to post.
Oh.
Because I think a lot of people are like, oh, Logan's just this wild dude.
I thought about not posting it. It's funny you bring that up. You talking about the one on TikTok where I was like my reaction to the fight?
I'm glad you posted that. It makes you seem human.
I'm in this weird space where, check this out, as an entertainer, as a showman, I want to do the, fuck you, I'm going to kick your ass, sell the fight, big, flashy, man-to-man type shit. But as a human, as a person who's fully understanding of this insane position and this insane event that's going to go down, That was my reaction, and that's honestly how I feel about it.
I was glad you posted that.
Yeah.
Because I think that won you more fans over. Not that you need them, but I think more people are like, oh, it's dope. He actually gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Instead of it just being like, yeah, I'm fighting Floyd Mayweather, fuck everybody, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I think when you posted that, more people are like, oh, damn, he's really into this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
course.
he actually gives a fuck.
Oh, bro, this is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me.
Sure.
And I think the biggest mistake Floyd can make is to just underestimate how serious I'm taking this. Like, I'm not going in there just to fight Floyd Mayweather. I'm going in there to beat Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, and when you think about the matchup, I think, and we'll talk about your team that you're working with, I think it'd be a mistake for your team, and you guys know this, you're a smart person, to think that Floyd's going to be that sit on the ropes, counter puncher, let you tee off on him.
No, he's going to try to fuck me up.
Because you've seen his earlier fights, right? Like, he has that in him.
Yeah.
You saw in the Conor McGregor fight where he downloads your movement. You know, he's not only is he the greatest defensive fighter of all time, he's also the smartest as far as boxing IQ goes.
Yep.
So he downloads your movement, downloads what you want to get done, and then he takes over. So with Conor, you see Conor having some success, like, God damn. And then he downloaded the data, his movement, and started to pressure.
Floyd,
which I don't think he's gonna do with you. I think out of the gate he kills that.
Yeah, he's gonna try to kill me. Sure. Yeah, no, I totally get it. Yeah, he wants to fuck me up.
Yeah.
I want to fuck him up.
Yeah.
So now what?
Now it's basically
now you got the best of all time versus the guy, the big guy.
The big guy. Yeah.
the once defeated versus the undefeated.
Correct. Well, yeah. The camp you're surrounded with.
Yeah.
Who is that? Because we had a similar coach. I had a coach, Tony Jeffries, who came in to help for one of your KSI fights, and he texted me because I go, how's he looking? He goes, mate, he's British as fuck.
Yeah.
He goes, mate, this kid can move.
Yeah.
This kid can crack.
He
was an Olympic bronze medalist.
Yeah, I know. I remember him.
Yeah.
I follow his stuff on social media. Whew, man, I think we surprise a lot of people. It's what I've done my whole life. I just exceed expectations, and I don't think there's anything online that's representative of how good I am or the level at which I'm operating at this point in my life when it comes to boxing.
Sure.
I think my last fight wasn't indicative in the slightest. I remember after it happened, bro, the bell rang at the end of the 6th round, and I had half a tank left.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, you probably had fights where you just like felt off. Something just didn't click that day. It felt like some divine shit wasn't operating.
Yeah.
And it was on the other side. And I was like, okay, on this particular day, he was the better man. We're gonna have to roll with it and see what happens. And then, you know, a year later, after an L, you secure a fight with the biggest fighter on the planet. Like it never really felt like a loss. And so,
no, nor should it, especially looking at that fight. Yeah, fighting's weird where I'd tell my coach, huge fight, I'd be in the locker room, I'd go, if I could just do this tomorrow at 2 o'clock, I'm telling you, I'd beat the shit out of this guy.
I told my managers before my last fight, I was like, I don't feel too good. I have to start slow. I go, the first couple rounds, I'm really not gonna do shit, and then I'll try to catch him in the 4th.
Yeah.
And I got him in the 4th.
Yeah.
And then I hit him in the back of the head just a tiny bit, and fucked myself. Fucked myself good.
And do we know the rules? Is Floyd's camp setting the terms as far as rounds, weight?
I think there's 6 rounds.
6 2-minute rounds?
3.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a fight.
Yeah.
It's a fight.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't think there's a weight as of now.
They'd have to let you know by now.
If they make me drop weight, I'll be pissed. Like I'll make a thing of it about it.
What do you weigh right now?
Like I'll fucking complain and
you
shit.
should. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, right? The greatest boxer of all time faces like the young behemoth.
Yes.
Like I'm going in there and I'm towering over this dude, and that's what makes it exciting. It's David versus Goliath.
Yes.
So if they make me cut to a weight that, bro, I'm 200 right now with 9% body fat. Like I've never been good at cutting weight. It kills me.
No, that'd be a nightmare. Those terms would have to be agreed to. I mean, when you guys sign this contract, that'd be ridiculous. You never know, though. But just looking at the way Floyd Mayweather fights and your game plan, obviously, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. As far as boxing fundamentals like that, he's Mr. Fundamentals. You're the explosive power puncher here, right? So we're hoping to catch him coming in. What are you thinking? Because it's not like you're gonna sit on the outside and like pick Floyd. You know,
it's tough. It's tough because You're asking me to reveal my game plan against the best boxer on the planet. I'm gonna be honest. I can't. I'm not gonna say anything.
That's
like
fair.
like any
That's fair.
any little advantage that I can keep in here has to stay. Dude,
That's fair.
Dude,
No, I'm with you, brother.
Dog, I need everything I can get.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
I won't say shit.
I'm with you. So, but your team, who's your team?
I got Milton Supreme as my head coach. We got Don Castillo as my kind of training partner, and then we're shipping in sparring partners.
That's what giving me my question.
Yeah.
Sparring partners. What do you?
So it's crazy because obviously sparring guys my weight and heavier, as we did in the other camps, isn't super helpful for fighting an 160-pound defensive boxer.
Different animal.
Yeah,
Punches
yeah.
are different, speed.
So we've been shipping in smaller guys, bigger guys, so I can practice punches and shit. Fighters of all size and all pros, good pros to come spar. People who have worked with Floyd, know his movement, can replicate his movement.
Yes.
Just trying our best to mimic, again, the best fighter on the planet, which isn't easy, but it's the best we can do.
And I think it'd be, I mean, I would assume, not that it matters that you need validation, but I think, as a kid, let's shoot this at 11, you're like, dog, I train Monday through Sunday from 10 to 2, so outside there, let me know when you want to do the show.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize how serious you're taking it.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
No one can fathom how serious my brother and I take this sport. It's our edge. It's the one thing, above all, God-given, that I can always rely on is how hard we work.
Yes.
Like inherently, and the way my dad raised us is, we'll fucking outwork anyone. We'll outwork the fighters that come into our camp. Like, full professional camp, eat, sleep, recovery, think boxing, sleep boxing. It's all we do. It's all we give a fuck about. And so when Jake goes out and puts Nate Robinson horizontal on the canvas for 5 minutes, everyone's like, where did this come from?
And I even think...
No, he's been training to kill this man for 6 months.
And you knew it was going to happen. I also think with Jake, because Nate was so inexperienced, and I heard he didn't even spar going to that fight, which is a whole nother conversation, but because Nate was so out of his element and was like rushing in, Jake couldn't even look as good as he should have. Like you could tell Jake was on the outside throwing feints,
we didn't get to see
and he was just like
Jake.
rushing him. Yeah,
we did not get to see.
He didn't have
Jake.
a good dance partner.
No,
not at all.
No, because dog, I feel bad for Nate. I feel bad for Nate.
Me too.
Because his first fight was a professional fight against a not seasoned, but a semi-seasoned boxer who's, again, been doing it 3 years.
He's a savage.
All of a sudden, you're under the lights, no head guard, 10-ounce gloves, and then I think Nate got fucked by the ref. I think the ref...
they should have stopped it early.
They should have stopped him the first time he went down.
You can tell the guy's completely out of his element.
Ref did him dirty.
I agree.
Dirty.
I agree.
It's why he got memed. Great highlight, great clip. Great, put him in the highlight reel. Put him in the fucking reel.
All right, let me feed you and then we'll continue.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Will this warm me up? Is this hot?
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh, damn, Cinnabon waffle.
Cinnabon waffle? My coach is going to be pissed.
Yeah, tell him sorry.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, man. Well, you're not officially in camp, so you can eat this and not feel too guilty.
Yeah.
Just blame it on me, though.
Okay.
If your coach gets pissed,
Oh, don't
if
worry,
you feel like
I
shit
will.
tomorrow, I'll be like, dude, that fucking Brendan Schaub kid, man.
Yeah, no, I was going to.
Yeah, makes sense. Can we talk about what would happen if you were to pull this off? If you knock out Floyd Mayweather? Like, which that's obviously how you see it going, you know?
I don't know.
What's boxing do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it'd piss I honestly think the
There's gonna be
earth would
riots.
stop revolving around the sun.
There's gonna be
The
riots.
world would flip on its head. Everyone would freeze in time. Things would explode.
All the old boxing heads would have heart
possibly
attacks.
the core of the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it'd be disastrous. It'd
Yeah.
be fucking insane. It would be the greatest upset to ever take place in the history of sports.
Ever.
What the fuck,
Ever.
Brendan?
Ever.
Dog. Oh.
You're so excited. I
No,
love it.
because this is an opportunity. Like, who gets this opportunity? And there's also, I don't believe anyone else who is more capable of taking on an opportunity of this magnitude. Like,
And
I just,
believing in themselves,
dude,
too.
you gotta be fucking delusional to think you can pull this off. Fortunately, I am.
Yes.
I'm fucking
It's a huge
delusional.
asset for you.
Yeah.
Your parents, when you told them you were gonna fight, where are they at on this?
My parents?
Yes.
My mom's worried.
Of course.
She's worried at every fight, though.
Yeah.
So what does that mean, Ma? It's just
Yeah.
noise. It's
Yeah.
fugazi. My dad was upset that sorry, Dad.
He was upset that I didn't call him to tell him personally.
Oh, he had to watch the video like I did?
No. He saw it announced, and his friends were hitting him up, and he didn't. But I said, Dad, you knew this was developing for some time now. It was just a matter of when, not if.
Yeah.
And so, because you can imagine when the news broke.
Oh my God.
I don't think I've ever gotten that many texts in my life ever about something.
A lot of support though, right? From your side.
A lot of support. And a lot of people, you'd be surprised, fighting heads, like people who know the sport well are like, yo, you can do this.
Yes.
Like there's a way to do this, and it's not impossible. It's not impossible like everyone says. I think the odds have me at like 5% right now, and like, bro, to fucking 5%, that means there's a possibility that this could fucking happen.
Tell me there's a chance.
Dog, if you're telling me it's impossible, you're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone wants to watch a miracle, and on February 20th, I fully intend to make that happen.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. I also think it's so cold, so we'll wrap it up soon. It's so fucking cold.
Yeah, but if you eat these
I know, I'm gonna
waffles
try
and chicken.
But I also think as far as just sheer pay-per-view numbers, stuff like that, you guys are gonna crush records, man. Because you have your loyal fan base, he has his loyal fan base. People pay to watch Floyd Mayweather lose. They've lost a ton of money. He's 50-0. It's not gonna happen. People are gonna pay to watch you lose.
Oh yeah, a lot
so
of
you're
people.
both gonna make money,
Sure.
but it's both gonna accumulate to a huge fucking pay-per-view turnout.
It's beyond just my fan base, man. This is the internet.
You're the internet.
I'm not the internet.
You're the internet.
I'm not the whole.
You're basically the internet. You're the internet. So when you fight Floyd Mayweather, you're the internet.
In the context of this event,
You're the internet.
I'm carrying the people, the friends, the audience, the fans, and just everyone who watches and enjoys YouTube. Like, this is me representing the energy of possibility and just what is possible, and then taking it a step further and a step further and breaking every possible boundary and limitation that any human can ever do.
Yes.
And so I think I'm carrying.
Do you feel pressure?
No pressure.
You don't feel any pressure?
I never have. I'm not nervous. I'm not scared. I don't feel pressure. I'm just excited to perform. I dream about this shit. I wake up excited to show the world what I can do, man.
Do you feel pressure that you want the pay-per-views to go well? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think the fight sells itself. I really do.
Yeah, I do too. You don't feel you don't need to sell this.
I don't think so. That's why I'm like, I don't know how much I need to play villain this fight.
I don't think you need to play villain.
Duh. Like
I mean, it'd be fun.
It's tough to talk shit to the greatest fighter on the planet. Like, I'm like, yo, Floyd, I'm gonna kick your ass. Like, what? He laughs. Like, he has that response.
Yeah, he's like, wait,
he's like, what the fuck? I'm just like,
dude.
Fuck you. So look, I'll have to come up with some creative ways to get under his skin, and I could.
You can do it.
No, trust me, dude.
I saw your Jose
I could make him feel.
tweet.
I could make him feel this big
I
if
saw
I
your
wanted
Jose
to.
Canseco tweet. You can do it.
I could do it.
That was the roast of 2020.
I'm a menace.
If you don't know what we're talking about, look it up.
I'm a
The
menace.
most savage tweet of 2020.
Dude, Joseco came chirping at me. Why?
What was he thinking?
Why was he doing that?
I don't even think he tweets really. He was like, how bad can this be? And he's like, motherfucker.
It's just it's risky. I have so much material, and it's the internet. It's my stomping grounds. I know this. I'm not the internet.
You're the internet. I'm gonna keep saying that.
I'm just a guy.
You're
I'm just a guy who's on the internet.
Yeah.
But I feel you. I think YouTube, when some of their leaders do well, the community rallies and the community gets behind it. And whether people like me or not, I am a kid who came up from the internet and is doing my best to, again, break every boundary and exceed every expectation everyone's ever set for me. And I think there's an energy of excitement to that.
I'm gonna ask you a question that your mom and dad are gonna fucking hate me for.
Sure.
I'm gonna shoot or shoot.
Sure.
Shoot or shoot. The pay-per-view that would probably beat Floyd versus you would be you versus your brother. You guys ever think about that? You know what I'm saying?
Now you're asking the right questions. Now you're asking the right questions.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. My dad does not want us to do that.
Of course not. I have two sons. They're not allowed to fight.
You want my opinion? I think it's inevitable.
Oh, really?
I think Jake and I,
You guys obviously grew up fighting.
In 2 to 4 years' time, are gonna be beating the shit out of each other in a ring. And I think it'll be one of the most historical sporting events to take place ever.
Huge.
The Klitschko's didn't do it. They had a chance, right?
Their mom made them agree never to do it.
Yeah, see, our mom tried to make us agree to
guys
do
didn't
that.
agree.
But you got the one tatted up problem child, and then you got the podcasting, Pokemon collecting, epoxy producing, fucking whatever else I am, internet
Yeah,
kid.
you're the internet, yeah.
So,
But
man,
that would be something. I figure you're gonna be like, dude, come on, what are you doing? Absolutely not. But you guys are open to it.
very much so, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think I'd beat the shit out of him.
I love this.
I'm the
Have
older,
you guys? Have
I'm
you
the
guys,
older brother, bro.
Yeah, you
Like,
got
come-
to, man.
Come on. What are you doing? Take a seat.
Yeah, what are you doing, bro? So have you guys, when you're getting ready for fights, are you helping each other spar?
No, we've never sparred with each other.
Really?
Which makes it that much more. Cause, dog, yo, it's not just a fight.
Oh,
This is my blood.
brothers.
It's like,
Yeah.
on the deepest level of two men trying to prove themselves to our parents, to the people watching, our fans, everyone.
Take my money. Take my money.
Jake and I, back in the day, had a feud on YouTube. I don't know if you know about this.
Really? No, I don't.
All right. We made diss tracks on each other.
What?
It's my most viewed YouTube video.
Really? You and your brother?
280 million views.
Jesus
The
Christ.
Jake Paul diss track. The Fall of Jake Paul is called. He made a diss track on me. Dog, we hated each other. Like fully for a year, we hated each other. Head to head. And it's when we were both coming up on YouTube, and I think a lot of people paid attention. They couldn't believe that two dudes who were from Ohio, that were brothers, that were also succeeding on YouTube at the same exact rate,
Yeah.
hated each other. And so we just went at it. And
What caused that? Where did the beef start?
Where did the beef start? I think there was a inherent competitiveness with who was the better YouTuber,
Yeah.
how fast you could grow.
You guys are young.
He'd throw a dig, I'd throw a dig. There was a girlfriend involved.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I'm so into this story.
So I think when that fight happens in boxing,
Oh wow, I thought you were gonna tell me to shut the hell up.
I don't think it would be any different. I think the only thing that would change is the medium. Instead of YouTube, it'd be boxing. And I think just as many people would tune in and watch me beat the shit out of Jake.
That's so funny. Agree 110%.
Sorry, Jake. I love you, bro, but
Yeah, I'm a fan too, Jake, but yeah, I'll take the big bro over this.
you got it. Are you a big bro?
I'm a little bro.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but my brother whooped my ass.
Okay.
Yeah, my brother beat the shit out of me. Jay Schaub would beat the shit out
You'd
of me.
probably kick his ass now.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. He has some anger issues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's trying to figure it
See,
out.
Jake has some.
Your brother has anger issues.
He doesn't have anger issues, but
There's a bad boy streak in there.
dog, he's angsty, dude.
savage.
He's fucking angsty.
Yeah.
His house got raided by the FBI. This isn't like an average
saw
kid,
that.
bro.
Yeah, I saw that,
It's not
yeah.
your average human. This
Yeah.
is he's operating on a level that I think most people aren't.
It's freeze out here. You know I love you. I support everything you do.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, of course.
February 20th,
2021.
2021, Floyd Mayweather,
Yeah.
Logan Paul.
Yeah.
It's going down.
Yeah, if you thought 2020 was crazy, 2021, Logan Paul beats Floyd Mayweather, and the aliens are coming. Mark my words.
Insane. Love you, man.
We are open at last. Hail Rona survivors. Making food and food.
It's gonna be the best party ever.
We need to maintain a negative curb appeal.
All we've got to do is make the yards dangerous again.
No more secrets. It's about what we want the marriage to be.
No, sir! Not in Mama's house.
Debbie does everything.
Prepare to get some creepy repair requests.
I'll make her